Greetings, everyone. This is Richard Krivo again with part two of the psychology of trading, developing a trader's mindset. I always like to put those disclaimers out there at the beginning. So again, be sure to read those over and be aware of the fact that there is considerable risk involved in trading. Where we left off on the first video, part one, is the desire to be right. And we said this is huge because this is one of the big psychological things that we have to overcome. And we mentioned that this desire to be right, it can cause us to exit winning trades too soon. It can also cause us to stay in losing trades too long. The idea behind that is people think the trade is going to turn around and it's going to come back and then I'll be right. Everything will be okay again. So the trade goes down maybe 20 or 30 pips and you're like, oh my gosh, it's not going in my direction. And that price action is approaching your stop. So you move the stop down a little bit farther. You essentially move the stop against yourself. Because if I only let it go down a little bit more, eventually, and move the stop down a little bit more so it won't be hit as price action moves down, it's going to stall at some point and it's going to move back up and then I'll be right. I'll be right when it turns. Well, you don't know that that's going to happen. And when do you stop moving the stop against yourself? Don't do it the first time. Like I mentioned before, stay with your original analysis, the one you did before you ever got into the trade, when you didn't have any emotions clouding your vision. Once you get into the trade and you got kind of money on the table, so to speak, emotions get involved. Even if you try to turn them off, oftentimes they can override the correct decision that you want to make. So set the stop, let it be. You know, like I said, think about it this way. When was I in the clearest, the best state of mind? When I was planning the trade or before I had any money on the line? And now, when the trade is moving strongly against me or in my favor, my emotional state is high, I'm not going to make the best decisions. And as a trader, I can do everything right and still have a losing trade. I know that comes to a shock. It comes as a shock to a lot of people because generally, you know, most things in life, you do something right and you get the result that you expect. And in trading, you can do everything right according to your strategy, still have a losing trade. Remember, you're not in control. The market is. What you want to do is focus on the plan, the trading strategy, not on the outcome, because you can do everything right and you can still lose. Now, if I enter a trade precisely based on my trading plan, my execution of my trading plan is flawless, and I still get stopped out, I was still right because I did everything that I could do correctly. All I have control over is executing my trading plan and where I place my stop, that type of thing. I have no control over what the market's going to do. So to put your mind at ease, make executing the trading plan the goal by which you evaluate success, not the outcome of the trade. Like I say, once you enter that trade, you have absolutely no control over what the results are going to be. You're throwing yourself on the mercy of the market. So if you execute that plan flawlessly, make that the goal. Hey, pat myself on the back, even though I had a losing trade, I did everything that was in my control correctly. And that's going to take a psychological load off your shoulders. Remember, you know, trading is built around probabilities. Base your trading on that. I do everything right all the time, and the probabilities over time are going to kick in. Every trade's not going to be a winning trade. All you want to be able to do is at the end of a week, a month, you want to add up all your trades, the pluses and the minuses, and be net positive. The probabilities. You're going to be more successful. You're going to gain more pips over time. Let the probabilities work in your favor. Allow the trades to work. And remember, a trade can still be a losing trade, and I can still be right. That's the mindset that we need to have. Just because you have a losing trade doesn't mean you don't know how to trade. It doesn't mean you didn't do it right. It just means that you had a losing trade. And we all have them. From the newest traders to the most seasoned, successful traders, they have losing trades too. The best traders in all the world have losing trades. And don't think for any reason you're going to be any different from them. So if we observe all of this, money management, limiting emotions, becoming an automaton, trading on facts, not emotions, overcoming our desire to be right. There are only 4 possible trading outcomes if we're honest with ourselves and do everything that we've talked about. You develop a trader's mindset, focus on the plan. Here are the outcomes that can happen. 4 of them. You can have a small winning trade. You can have a large winning trade. You can have a break even trade. And you can have a small losing trade. And if you look at those, 3 of those are positives. One is I gained a little bit of money, pips. I gained a lot of money, a lot of pips. Or I broke even and I had a small losing trade. So I'll take that any day of the week. I mean, 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, as the old saying goes. So this is what I want you, to come away with, because the psychological aspect of trading is huge. And most traders don't come to that realization until they've been doing it for a while. So if you can come to this realization sooner rather than later and put into play some of the things that I mentioned here, I think you're going to see how it's going to relieve stress. It's going to put your mind at ease a little bit and begin to put you more along the path to having that successful trading career that you want to have. If you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to email me, rkrivofx@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. So thanks again for attending, and look forward to working with you again going forward and answering any emails that you send my way. Thanks again. Bye.